Kal-El, no!
Zack Snyder's got everyone buzzing with the trailer drop for Rebel Moon 2, and you know what that means. Folks are getting all hyped up about Justice League 2 news. Snyder had some big ideas for the Justice League, and I've stumbled upon a couple of versions online. But here is what makes most sense. In Justice League 2, each character embarks on a distinct journey. Wonder Woman seeks a way home, aided by another Amazonian who instructs her to use the lasso of truth on herself to find her path. Lex Luthor, having escaped prison, sets out to assemble a team. He enlists the help of Dr. Poison from Wonder Woman's world, frees villains like Aquaman's enemies, and hires the Riddler to decipher the anti-life equation. Batman, assisted by Lois Lane, hunts down Lex. Their search leads them to the jungle, where they confront the Riddler. However, the Riddler, upon unraveling the anti-life equation, tragically takes his own life before Batman's eyes. Lex orchestrates a coordinated attack on everyone. Despite believing the Batcave to be a safe haven, Darkseid teleports in, killing Lois before Superman's arrival, who is unable to prevent her death. Subsequently, Darkseid unleashes a deadly gas on Themyscira, claiming the lives of many Amazonians, including Diana. Aquaman meets his demise, Cyborg is brutally torn apart, and the Flash narrowly escapes with injuries. So, there you have it. A version packed with drama, action, and a whole lot of twists and turns. But how does the Justice League set it up? DC fans were deeply dissatisfied with the 2017 release of Justice League, leading to a dedicated movement advocating for Zack Snyder's original vision. Warner Brothers had altered Snyder's direction for the film following the lukewarm reception of Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. When Snyder left the post-production, Joss Whedon took over, resulting in significant changes to the film. Thanks to a successful campaign, Zack Snyder's Justice League was released on HBO Max in 2021. Despite leaks and reports, fans already had an idea of what changes Snyder's version would bring, including a different resurrection for Superman, the introduction of Darkseid, and a darker tone. Notably, the film shifted from setting up future sequels to being more self-contained. In Snyder's vision for Justice League, the introduction of Darkseid was a significant setup for a potential sequel. Batman vs. Superman hinted at a looming evil presence, which was intended to be realized with Darkseid's arrival. However, the theatrical version of Justice League largely sidelined Darkseid and redirected the focus to Steppenwolf. In Snyder's cut, while Steppenwolf remained a central antagonist, his connection to Darkseid was much more pronounced. After the Justice League's intense battle with Steppenwolf, Darkseid was set to make a grand entrance via Boom Tube, establishing himself as the primary villain of the DCEU. Darkseid's presence would have been felt throughout the film, with references and even a voice role by Ray Porter. For instance, flashbacks would have depicted Darkseid leading Steppenwolf's invasion, showcasing his power and influence. Characters like Lex Luthor would have also hinted at Darkseid's impending arrival, as seen in Batman vs. Superman. Darkseid's introduction would have laid the groundwork for Justice League 2, presenting the DC team with a formidable adversary. However, Warner Brothers shifted their focus away from a shared universe model, which ultimately left Snyder's Darkseid storyline unresolved, despite its potential to elevate the franchise. Another significant storyline that was cut from the DCEU post-production was the continuation of the Nightmare sequence in Justice League. In Batman vs. Superman, Bruce Wayne experiences a dystopian future where Superman has turned evil and Earth is in ruins. Barry Allen travels back in time to warn Bruce about this grim future. These scenes hinted at Snyder's broader multi-movie narrative plans, but Justice League abandoned this storyline entirely, leaving fans puzzled. In the Snyder Cut, the Nightmare sequences would have been further developed and would have played a central role in a potential Justice League sequel. Snyder confirmed on his Vero account that he intended to use the flashback invasion to introduce the concept of the anti-life equation. This powerful cosmic force, capable of enslaving entire populations, would have been Darkseid's ultimate goal in invading Earth. He aims to obtain the equation and use it to subjugate humanity, ultimately leading to the dystopian world glimpsed by Bruce Wayne. The anti-life equation would have been akin to the Infinity Stones in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Justice League would have hinted at its existence by depicting symbols scorched into the Earth's surface. It's worth noting that Zack Snyder's original Justice League script contained even more setup for the Nightmare storyline, but these elements were cut by Warner Brothers before his departure, meaning they didn't even make it into the Snyder Cut. In Snyder's initial draft, Darkseid kills Lois Lane, and humans are forcibly transformed into parademons. This narrative thread would have directly led to Superman falling under Darkseid's control in Justice League 2, while also explaining how Darkseid replenishes his army of parademons on Earth. In the 2017 Justice League film, a Green Lantern briefly appears in the flashback battle against Steppenwolf's forces. However, this cameo is the extent of the Green Lantern Corps' presence in the movie, despite their significance in the Justice League comics. While neither Hal Jordan nor any other Green Lantern has a substantial role in the Snyder Cut, it's likely that Snyder intended to set up the character for a more significant appearance in a potential Justice League sequel. Reports from visual effects artists who worked on the Justice League suggest that the original post-credit scene featuring Bruce Wayne being visited by two Green Lanterns from another location. This scene was likely intended to foreshadow the involvement of a Green Lantern on Earth in the fight against Darkseid in Justice League 2. However, this sequence was replaced by the Lex Luthor in Justice League tease, which ultimately didn't lead to anything substantial. The absence of Green Lantern in Justice League was primarily due to constraints in the cast and story. However, given the intergalactic nature of the Green Lantern Corps and their role as universal protectors, their involvement in the battle against Darkseid's invasion of Earth would have been logical. While Green Lantern played a minor role in both the Snyder and Whedon versions of Justice League, Snyder's cut hinted at a more significant role for Hal Jordan's character in potential future installments. As of now, it seems that the Justice League Snyder Cut contains more setup for a potential sequel than the theatrical release did. However, whether these scenes will remain intact for the 2021 HBO Max release is uncertain. Reports indicate that Warner Brothers has no plans to expand on Snyder's story or deviate from their current DCEU plans, keeping Zack Snyder's Justice League as a self-contained entity. This means that the Darkseid and Nightmare scenes in the Snyder Cut may ultimately lead to nothing, hinting at a future movie that was abandoned years ago. There were plans for Justice League 3. The setting would have resembled a post-apocalyptic world where both heroes and villains collaborate. The narrative would have kicked off with the Green Lantern's brief appearance, followed by their demise. The central theme revolves around teamwork, notably Cyborg's realization that they require a mother box to power the Flash's time-traveling efforts. There's a meticulous planning phase to ensure they don't end up stranded in space. The plot transitions into a heist scenario as they work together to obtain the mother box. Bruce advises Barry to choose the alternative option for time travel, whispering something crucial to him. Despite facing severe casualties, Barry successfully retrieves the mother box and returns to the Batcave, where he warns Bruce in Lois's presence. Darkseid's arrival poses a grave threat, leading to a sacrificial act by Bruce to save Lois. Superman intervenes just in time to confront Darkseid and assist the others. The climax sees a united global effort to defeat Darkseid, reminiscent of JL1 but set in modern times. Originally, Zack Snyder envisioned a subplot where Bruce and Lois develop feelings for each other amidst their grief for Superman. This storyline includes Lois becoming pregnant, possibly with Bruce's child, who would eventually inherit the mantle of Batman. However, it seems this subplot would have been explored in subsequent sequels if they had been made. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.